going on, fellow Autobots and Decepticons? Welcome back to Rollout Nation, and welcome back to TF5 Watch. Now, I know I promised you guys a TF Central video, but that will be coming out right after this video, because there's one bit of news that's not Transformers 5 related, as it is the Transformers Cinematic Universe related, that we didn't discuss in the last TF5 Watch. So we're going to talk about it right now, and there's like two big things about this article that came out on October 17th about the future of the Transformers live-action movies that we need to discuss. So, here we go. So, on TF 2005, on October 17th, they posted an article that came out from Wall Street Journal, and they basically posted an article about basically Hasbro CEO Brian Goldner talking about the future of the Transformers live-action movies, and saying how they hope that the success from the first Transformers movie, the one from 2007, they expect it to be like the next upcoming Transformers films. They hope that will be the same exact success for their Hasbro Cinematic Universe. Now, if you guys don't know, their Hasbro Cinematic Universe will obviously consist of Transformers, G.I. Joe, Mask, Micronauts, all of their big properties in Hasbro. They're going to take them all together and form their own cinematic universe, which is pretty awesome. So, we'll probably see some potential crossovers. Maybe that G.I. Joe Transformer crossover we've been trying to see for so long. Maybe it'll happen. Who knows? But here is what they had to say about the writers' room from the Transformers, for the Transformers live-action movies. So I'm just gonna read you guys like each sentence that they said, because each sentence that they say here is actually really interesting. So let's start with the first one. So they basically start off saying, on whiteboards, the group plotted possible storylines about an alternate history of Earth from the time of the dinosaurs into the future that imagined Transformers playing roles during the events like World War II. Okay. First thing that catches my eye, dinosaurs. Future. I don't know if it's just me, but that sounds like a Beast Wars film. Is that me? I think that just screams Beast Wars film right there, doesn't it? Dinosaurs, future. I don't know about the alternate history one. That one maybe like a Shattered Glass movie? No, that'd be stretching it. But the World War II one, obviously, like Transformers: The Last Night, that's totally medieval. That they're totally going for a medieval route. So the World War II one, they were saying, like, you know, Transformers play roles during events like World War II. That one's for Transformers: The Last Night. I can almost guarantee you that's where that idea is. But the dinosaurs, like Transformers existing during the age of dinosaurs into the future, that has to be Beast Wars. That has to be a Beast Wars film, okay? 100% sure that that's a Beast Wars film, because one, why would they not take the Beast Wars? That's a great storyline to use. And two, I think it would be like disservice if they don't use it, because Beast Wars is what basically saved the Transformers franchise. Because if you guys don't know, Beast Wars is what changed up the game for Transformers. It's when they went animals. It's when they brought in CGI. It's when they brought in some really good voice actors. And it just changed up the game for Transformers forever. And because of that show, Transformers is as big as it is right now. So if you want to thank anybody or anything for having Transformers the success it is now, thank Beast Wars. Because they're the people who saved the Transformers franchise. So it would be kind of a disservice if they don't do a film based on the Beast Wars, storyline. So it's nice to see that they're most likely doing it based on that comment. Now we're gonna scroll down to the next few comments, because the next ones are just basically saying how the artists in the room were just discussing ideas and how they went through like 3 weeks of looking through ideas. So let's go to the next quote. So it says, the studio chose one to be 2017's sequel, Transformers: Last Night, to be directed by Michael Bay, and another for 2008 that will focus on the character Bumblebee. So basically, they took the ideas for the next two Transformers films from the writer's room. So Transformers: Last Night was one of them, and the Bumblebee spinoff film was another. So there's probably more ideas out there, because we did hear rumors about a prequel happening on Cybertron called Transformers 1. That was like a long time ago, but I feel like that project's still in the works, I believe. But I heard an Ant-Man writer is supposed to be on there. I don't know. But that's mainly what the article is about. So we have a Beast Wars hint in there, which is very, very interesting. But also, this is another interesting thing that was discussed in the article. Now, it's not in the quote, but according to the TF 2005 article that they posted, this is what they had to say about that article towards the end. They said, meanwhile, something very important is mentioned on the article near the very end. And they say this in quote, they are looking for a new director for the next Transformers movies. Okay, so we do know that Transformers Last Night will be directed by Michael Bay. We know that. He's already filmed it, all that cool stuff. But we don't have a director for the Bumblebee spin-off film. Now, I highly doubt, I've said it before, I highly doubt that the Bumblebee spin-off film will be directed by Michael Bay. I just don't. I don't think that'll happen. I think that the Transformers films will be Michael Bay's, but I think that the spin-offs are going to be someone else's, okay? But because I think that now that Hasbro is starting a universe, I think that they're going to get other directors besides Michael Bay. Because also Michael Bay has also stated that he doesn't want to do another Transformers film. The only reason that he did a Transformers film was, one, he got to do a movie called Pain and Gain, and two, is because of, like, you know, Hasbro and Paramount just throwing more money at him, and him just saying, alright, fine, I'll do another one. So, I'm glad that Hasbro is finally moving on from Michael Bay, and that they're going to choose a new director for the next Transformers movies. Now, who would I pick for the next Transformers movies? I have no clue, because there's a lot of great directors out there, but I highly doubt that any of the directors that I'm thinking are, excuse me, are even going to think about a Transformers movie. Like Christopher Nolan, let's see, Zack Snyder, Ben Affleck. None of those people are going to think about doing Ridley Scott, Steven Spielberg. I mean, that's the thing. Maybe Steven Spielberg might do it. Like, that's the only one that I can really think of that would take on the next Transformers films, considering that he's an executive producer on the Transformers movies. I've been saying that. I think that it'd be cool if Steven Spielberg took on the Transformers franchise, but I think that he wants to do other things besides Transformers. I think he's fine being an executive producer, but he doesn't really want to be, like, the head honcho on it. But I don't know. Maybe he does want to do it. But if you guys want to know which one I would pick, it'd probably be Steven Spielberg. But that's what we have in terms of news. I mean, that's really, like, what's going on in terms of the future for Transformers films. But I covered everything else from the Transformers Last Night in the previous video. And yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts. Do you guys think that a Beast Wars film is in the works? And who do you want as the new director for the next Transformers films? And that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, our next video will be a TF Central video about robots in disguise. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, we are World Nation, and we always roll out. See you next time.